was that I've been playing the Nioh 3 demo. So
Ooh.
I played Nioh 1, got a little bit in, bounced off. I played Nioh 2, got much further in and bounced off. And now Nioh 3 is here. And Nioh 3 is the one for me.
Okay. I mean, the quality of life has surely hit the absolute zenith.
So Nioh 3 is significantly different in a number of ways, and the number one way is that is the Elden Ring of Nioh games. It is finally the thing I've wanted from Nioh for a long time, which is I want an open, explorable space that's interconnected instead of
multiple loaded areas.
Just the super strict levels. Also, the feature creep / quality of life creep has hit like anxiety inducing proportions. There was one of the streams that I did of it where every 10 minutes I got like a splash page of like a new mechanic, and I just started like yelling like, stop. Stop.
Is Nioh the most like not successful, but I guess like advanced alternate Souls
easily
series, right?
It is significantly more advanced.
It started as a Souls-like. It started as a Souls-like, and then it just branched on its own path and just fucking kept going and has not stopped since. Yeah. I don't think anything else has come close.
You start up Nioh 3, and the first thing that they hit you with is their brand new primary mechanic. Is there are now samurai and ninja modes. And you switch between samurai and ninja by tapping R2. Samurai includes samurai sword, odachi, axe, spear, switch glaive, fists, and tonfas, I think. Ninja is Kusarigama, dual swords, ninja katana.
All the little shit,
et cetera, right?
And I'm imagining projectiles and archery as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have samurai mode and ninja mode. Samurai mode is Nioh 1 and 2, where you have your 3 stances and you have your key pulse and all the stuff that you expect playing from those games. Ninja mode is a completely different character that doesn't have stances. Instead, it does more damage hitting enemies from behind. They jump hard. So first of all, there's a jump and a double jump. They jump higher. They sneak faster. And on top of that, instead of key pulsing, they have a dash that has invincibility and leaves an after image of you so that the monster attacks it for a second so you can hit them in the back. And doing damage with anything builds up your ninjutsu items for free, which you can just now use instead of your stances.
Do you sacrifice the other scrolls that you used? I forgot what they're called, but because it was ninjutsu. Yeah. Can you still use those? Okay.
No. If you're about to say, do you still have? Yes.
Wow.
Whatever you think about Nioh and ask, do you still have it? Yes.
It's just a different character. Okay.
So you just tap R2 and you go from samurai to ninja and back instantly. It's like 40 frames. It's instantaneous. They both have completely different equipment sets. You are now running double the equipment.
Wait, you switch to a second set you're wearing?
Yes, you're switching to the ninja equipment.
Whoa. Okay. Well, okay. A different build. So you have 2
loot
builds.
Vomit is crazy. Loot vomit is nuts. Right?
So, now does this imply that there are sections where you must be in one or the other?
No, the game is overwhelmingly just fucking do whatever, man.
All bosses and scenarios can be done one or the other. Yeah.
There's only one thing that really strongly suggests it. When you hit R2, your character does like a little spin to change from samurai to ninja and back. You know those gigantic red attacks from Nioh 2? Like the unblockable attacks?
Unblockables, yeah.
Yeah. So instead of the there was like a yokai burst thing where you had a special counter. It was like either an armored hit or like a parry in the second game.
Using your spirit.
Yeah, now it's a pure yokai, and now it's a pure parry. And if you switch to your other class when the red attack hits you, you will do a guaranteed counterattack and fully level up your stamina and be empowered for a second. So like the you'll be fighting the boss, and then the boss will hit you with a big red attack, and if you parry, you're like, well, I'm fighting him as a ninja now.
Style switch
and
parries.
You can switch back if you feel like it at any time.
But the switch over is now buffed.
Yeah. Also, when you're doing any damage, you build up your ninja items for free. And if you're doing any damage, also you build up your samurai meter for free, which gives you a huge amount of damage on your triangle attack. So switching between the two
is the
using
intended
up all your
experience.
Resources. But if you hate that and you're like, no, I want to play samurai the whole way through, you can go in the options and make it so that doesn't automatically switch you. It's just the parry. You have to hold it down to switch you.
Jesus Christ. Okay. But weapons are still limited to their modes.
So the weapons are now split in half. Some weapons are samurai mode and keep all their stances. Some weapons are ninja mechanics and have lost their stances, but have gained entirely new movesets for this game, which many of them include jumping. Because now you can jump a double jump, which means, like, for example, the dual swords, or maybe it's the regular ninja sword, has a launcher.
Okay.
They didn't have a fucking launcher before. Now it has a launcher. So you lose your stances in ninja mode, but you gain access to completely new movesets.
Because I'm big on Kusarigama. Love that shit. Dope as hell.
I was using that for a while.
Yeah. And the range doesn't hurt, but not having, I guess, the three stances of it feels like a little more limiting. Plus, I kind of would still want heavier spells for other stuff. So like a samurai using that weapon was not bad for me.
Yeah.
But I guess if this is like do more stealth play, it's used this.
No, it's a different like moveset. Like it's a unified Kusarigami moveset that has all of the abilities that it used to have, the special ones, integrated into its basic one, but it also has weird ninja shit. So, for example, the ninja moveset has enemy step.
Okay.
Which is not something you fucking had in Nioh 1 and 2. Yeah.
Okay, because so I was going to say, like, I guess this is a bit like, rocking a great sword or doing a dex build, you know, but like
the other thing is
going
that
further.
Now you have access to, like, say I was running Odachi and Kusarigama. I now have Odachi with high, medium, and low stance and all of its moves, and Kusarigama with all of the unique ninja moves and ninja skills like shuriken and bombs and caltrops and shit like that. And you now also get to equip soul cores that drop from monsters in the yin or yang area. And if you equip them in the yin, they become the old omnio spells, which are like fucking buff your attack or shoot shockwaves out of your goddamn swords or cure poison. And if you equip them on the yang equipment, they become summons like goddamn Elden Ring.
Oh shit. Okay. Spirit Ashes.
So they're not around for long. They only do like 1 or 2 attacks, but you can use them a bunch of times. Wow. So you have all these, and you might think, wow, what with all this goddamn shit, the equipment nightmare must be completely out of fucking control. No. So you click in R3 on Samurai, and it goes, what agility, what role do you want? And you go, I want the B level roll. And it goes, okay. And it auto equips every single item in your inventory to hit the B roll. And it factors in set bonuses. So like I was looking at a weapon and I'm like, why is it equipping this weapon even though this weapon is weaker than the other Odachi? And it's because the set bonus it has with the other armor the system automatically equipped.
Fucking amazing.
So until like new game plus equipment is whatever. Just keep using it.
Okay, so hold on.
I also have auto item pickup on, and then you go into the options and have auto dismantle or auto sell everything that's white or yellow or white. So you only keep blues. And then I went to the hub and walked up to the full transmog mirror that just said, and it wasn't like, hey, do you want to transmog this sword onto this sword? It's like, you have picked up this sword, you can now choose to make every
anything
sword
look like it.
Sword.
You
can now have you picked up this helmet? You can now just automatically just have that be your cosmetic helmet forever.
Okay. If you're doing this and you have two sets of moves and armor and weapons and everything, though, when you're building your stats, when you're leveling up, if I'm building a strength build for like my heavy sword, but then my ninja weapon is something else completely different that uses different stats.
That's such a good point that you're making. That's such a good point.
Then what do you do?
So when you remember back in Nioh 1 and 2, it was on like heart. We would say like good for odachis or whatever, right?
Yes.
But it was right. So now there's a picture of every weapon in the game in a little box underneath your stats, and the ones you have equipped are highlighted in red. And when you are on a stat, all the weapons that benefit from that stat are yellow. So you can look at the little red highlights and then go, oh, these are the stats that I should use. But you know what, Woolie? If you fucked up, that's fine. Click in R3 on the stat page and it just instantly refunds every stat point you've used in the game to be used at any time from literally the very first shrine in the game. Same thing with all of the skill points.
Respec is completely free.
It's completely instantaneous and free.
Jesus Christ.
And you know what, Woolie? You know what, Woolie? Wow. You know what? Let's say you have your whole build built up for like double swords, but you found like an odachi you really want, but you don't want to change your build. Well, if you find an odachi that's +1, you can use materials you have from dismantling stuff and just go in and just change the 3 stats it scales with from a drop-down menu. Just say, I want it to scale with magic and skill and heart.
So every time you sit at a bonfire, basically, you can just build another character.
You just redo the whole fucking thing.
Fuck.
In any direction you want.
Wow, these games are nuts. Oh my god. Wow. They just do it. Okay.
And like it's also like it's everything that those other games had, and now they are also adding in like a full extra ring of skills on every single weapon and yada yada. But like more important than all of that, and like this really mattered to me a lot. When you start the game, they give you, hey, what weapon do you want? And you pick a weapon, right? And they go, what ninja weapon do you want? And you pick a weapon, right? And then they don't let you unlock the stances for hours. Oh. Like you're stuck on medium stance for multiple hours, and you have to choose to unlock it out of the skill tree. And that change alone meant I could focus on learning how to fucking play Nioh for hours.
Instead of the moveset being like too much or to take in.
Well, because like Flux, which is switch stances on key pulse, is one of the first things that are unlocked in those other games. And it just adds a lot of mental pressure.
So, okay, I didn't mind it, but what I ended up doing was I would basically like get the 3 stand, like I'd lab the move set and go, all right, I'm gonna probably stick with this one with this weapon most of the time, you know, and occasionally you might be like, oh, this is good for this situation, but I would just kind of like go this sword, this stance, and then I'm forgetting the others, you know. But yeah, okay, that satisfies it. When you're unarmed, are you unarmed samurai or unarmed ninja?
No, there's a fist weapon, but there's no like unarmed.
And the fist weapon is a part of the samurai?
Yeah, the fist weapon is the samurai. It keeps all the 3 stances.
Yeah, okay.
On top of that, so I've been playing the demo. I have, let's see, 1 hour to 3.5.
I'm gonna do a little
5.5, 7.5 hours on the Nioh 3 demo. I beat it at like 1:30 in the morning last night.
Oh yeah, you were playing a demo, so this is all like not even full game. Yeah.
So
Okay.
it is the full. It's one of those demos that is like the first bit of the full game, right? And the demo is to like I did all the activities on it. I did all of that stuff. Took me about 8 hours, which is pretty extreme. I also missed things. There's some collectibles that I missed out on, as well as there's a type of weapon you so the map structure is open like Elden Ring, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it includes little areas that you would like, just wander around in monsters and hidden caves and shit like that, right? So what they do is, remember how annoying finding Kodamas and collectibles in Nioh were? Like, it was kind of a nightmare a lot of the time. So say you find a Kodama, you find it, and then it says exploration level increased, and the map is designated into these smaller zones. And as you find hidden bosses, as you find little challenge gauntlets, as you find the Kodama guys to get more health at the shrines, your exploration level goes up and goes up and goes up. And at level 1, it's nothing. At level 2, it shows you the terrain of the whole map. At level 3, it shows you all of the activities on the whole map. And at level 4, it shows you all the collectibles on the whole map. So the first entrance into any given area is I'm wandering around and just doing whatever. And then I'll wander around and do whatever. And then I'll unlock the full terrain. And then I'll see there's a town there. There's a tower there. There's this. And then I'll do that. And then it'll go, oh, there's a gauntlet you missed over here. And there's a spirit vein you missed over there. And then I do that and do that. And then by the end of that process, I will have gotten 60, 70% of the zone. And then it pops and goes, okay, there's a Kodama you missed here. There's a hidden boss you missed here. There's that. And it just flows really well. And then you go into your Nioh's legacy dungeon equivalent, which is called a Crucible. And the dungeons have unique mechanics associated with them, which is enemies do permanent life damage on hit in the legacy dungeon equivalent.
Wow. Okay.
They are much more complicated. And on top of that, there's weapons you can only get out of them, which are called crucible weapons. I'll get to that in a second, which are unique weapons that have moves you can only learn off the weapons.
The like specific skill.
Yeah, so like the regular ass samurai sword has a move called Severing Spin, where you do a bunch of sword moves and then sheath it, and the judgment cut comes out all around your character. And you can only learn that by using that weapon until familiarity is maxed, and then it will be unlocked for everything forever.
Which might have been a random drop weapon?
Yeah, they're random drops, yeah.
Oh, jeez. Okay, that does not sound good, actually. That sounds kind of terrifying. And
it's awesome. I got like 30 of them from one run of the dungeon. And then once you
unlock they're RNG.
The move on, yeah.
I mean, because we were talking about the part of the game you hated as much, which is picking up all the different, basically dealing with the equipment.
No, the dealing with the equipment is the part that always bothered me, was not getting cool items. The problem I always have with the equipment is going into the equipment screen and loading up your entire build per piece, per weight, per passive. It's infuriating.
Okay.
Right? But when you're talking about a weapon that drops as a giant red icon next to it that says, this has a new move you haven't learned. Yeah, that's cool.
Okay. I mean, I'm just thinking of, well, in most cases, a lot like even playing fucking Transformers Platinum, where it's like, here's the purple Optimus Prime gun and shit, and I'm like, yeah,
so in one run of that dungeon, I got like almost, I want to say it's 15 to 30, I didn't count them, of these things that covered like dozens of different moves. And that was in like the natural trip through the dungeon.
Okay. Because I've never had any, like I said, when we're talking about Nioh and previously and stuff, like, I'm totally fine with most of those systems. I just was able to not give a fuck about a bunch of the extra features. But as soon as I know there's a unique move on a unique weapon that you have a chance of finding, but you might not, it puts all the little wrong goblins into activated mode.
Not worry
where I go,
that.
Come on now.
I got multiple of each weapon, and each of them had a different move associated with them.
Okay.
And actually learning and locking those moves would probably take a while.
Okay. Because I'm thinking, like, if I'm someone who, like I said, I like my Kusarigama, and if there's a particularly cool Kusarigama move I want to pick, do I have to go farm for that, Or is it...
No, it's the opposite. It's the opposite thing. Is you go through the dungeon and you end up with a massive glut of new moves you can learn.
Okay.
And you're like, cool.
Which one?
As long as you don't look up what are all the Crucible moves for Kusarigama, right?
Okay.
And then go, I want that one. You're completely fine because you'll just get a bunch of them as the game goes on. But if you look up on the wiki, what are all the Crucible moves for Kusarigama, and go, oh man, I desperately want the hook and catch or whatever the fuck it would be called, and then like be upset that you don't get it for the whole game, that would be disastrous.
Okay, because I'm thinking of like Elden Ring Ashes essentially, but just what if you didn't always find the one in the place that you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like sometimes you get a good drop from a good enemy or whatever, but a lot of the time you're like, no, well, I found fucking Bloodhound Step here and did this or whatever the case is. So, okay.
So the game story is nonsense.
Okay. Yeah.
The game story is like crazy nonsense.
And you're playing as your own character again, right? Like we're done.
You're playing
with
as your own character.
We're done with William.
Yeah, you're done with Will. You're done with the Oni guy. Now you're playing the heir to the Tokugawa shogunate. And your brother betrays you.
Okay.
Your brother betrays you and goes to kill you, and for some reason you travel like 50 years back into the past. And then the different open worlds will be different time periods. Okay,
look, I know I was given explicit permission by chat and everybody to just skip from where I was in Nioh 1 to the future. And I kind of was like, but I just want to know, one, what is even going on with the rest of the story, and two, if there's any cool bosses towards the end of the game. I was kind of like, what if there's some cool bosses towards? So I was really riding through Nioh 1, and I ended up putting it down for about a year now, and I'm like,
throw that shit away. Play Nioh 3.
Yeah, okay,
it doesn't matter. Yeah. Each game doesn't require the last game. All of them feature time travel to some degree. No, wait, 2 and 3 have time travel. Bro, here's what happened in Nioh 3, okay? Your brother betrays you and tries to kill you because he wants to be the Shogun, and you travel back in time, and your little cat guy says, huh, weird, we must have traveled back in time. And then I went on social media after I beat the demo and was like, why did we travel back in time? And no one has an answer for me.
Okay.
Like, it's not clear from the entire demo area as to why you would even travel back in time. It doesn't matter. It's to see a bunch of historical Japanese figures be cool boss fights.
Yeah, no, and I kind of,
a bunch of yokai.
That's it. Like, I was kind of like, I'm like, okay, let me just hang on. Let me see. Eventually I'll see some cool Yasuke shit, get that bear out and so on. And I was chipping away at it in the background, like I wouldn't always bring it up to talk about, but I was kind of like going back, just giving it a little bit. But like, I mean,
just play this one if you want to.
Am I going right past 2 straight here? I mean, like,
yeah, why not? Why not? Seriously, these are very iterative games.
Yeah, no, I know, and I love everything about
kind of suck ass
what I've touched.
Also had a wonderful experience playing the demo, and then I'm like playing the demo and I look over and Koei Tecmo America is in the chat, and they're like, yo, and I'm like, yo, and they're like, sent you a code, check your DMs.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, yo.
Okay. I guess
tonight and tomorrow and Wednesday, I'm going to be playing the full game past the demo before the game comes out. So please go down to Twitch. Save file continues.
Preserved. Yeah. Okay. Good shit.
Make sure to go down to twitch.tv/PatStaresAt and youtube.com/PatStaresAt. It's going to be 9 p.m. Pacific tonight. It's going to be tomorrow afternoon before Fallout.
Yeah.
And it's going to be Thursday. Well, the day the game launches, we'll be going forward and playing the full game of Nioh 3.
Yo.
So thank you, Koei Tecmo America. Yo.
More like yo.
No, don't do that. Someone says, isn't that just spoiling it for anybody who wants to buy it? I mean, you don't have to watch it if you don't want to. Also, I have a.
It's fucking Nioh, though, man.
I'm gonna look into the camera. So I have my embargo details about how far I can play up to. Right before the full launch of the game. I have a sneaking suspicion that game is disgustingly massive.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And most of that is based off of the 8-hour demo they put out. That's fucking huge.
Hey, you jumping on a horse or anything for that open world?
No, you just run faster.
You
unlock the ability to Naruto run.
Okay.
Like you run, and then after a little bit, you start running really fast in your Naruto running.
Oh, Night Rain, just puffing it. Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely. So the demo is available now if you want to play it. The demo is super weird. The demo's progress carries over to the full game. And if you beat the final boss of the demo, you get a guaranteed item in the full game that would otherwise be a rare drop. I beat the final boss of the demo on my first try because I'm fucking awesome and I need to go make fun of KZ about it, actually, because they said the people who said that boss was easy are insane. And I beat it on my first fucking try, so I guess I'm nuts. So progress carries over. The demo will go away on February 15th, 10 days after the game's launch. And if you boot the real game and it reads your save file once, the demo will lock itself out for you forever. Yeah. Which is super fucking weird.
That's funny.
It's super strange.
That's funny. Okay. Not gone. Fuck you.
But the demo's huge. It is like a full, like it's a short full game.
Okay.
It's awesome. And you can go back and farm your shit to your heart's content for like crucible weapons or new moves or whatever the fuck you want.
Okay, so I can lay down my FOMO of everything I wanted to know about the ride up to this point, but what will still suck, I guess, is if there are really fucking sick boss fights that are at the end of 1 or during 2, to not get to experience those, right? Your particular encounters.
So there's two things. One is they have a strong tendency to reintegrate boss fights from the old games into new games.
I was going to say Elden.
Very similar to how From Software does.
Yes, Elden gives you the latest iteration of this type of boss fight. Here's the 2v1.
The second of which, specifically for 2, is that 2, because of the way the stances got like cut down in Nioh 3, Nioh 2 actually gets to continue to exist as still totally worth it if you want to play full-blown like double swords or Kusarigama or whatever, because that moveset no longer exists in Nioh 3.
Okay.
On top of that, like while there are really cool sick bosses that are unique to each game, for example, in Nioh 1 you fight, I forget his name, but something Hayabusa. And then Nioh 2, you fight, I believe it's his son, something Hayabusa. I have a sneaking suspicion that in 3, you will be fighting another Hayabusa. And they have the moveset that you think they will fucking have. And you can learn that moveset. Like on the ninja sword thing. In Nioh 3, you got Flying Swallow and you've got Izuna Drop. It's the Ninja Gaiden Izuna Drop. It's the same animation.
I think the dude's name was Yaiba, actually.
No, not that guy.
Okay. Wow.
But yeah, no, just like genuinely, man, skip straight to 3. And if you're like, I need more, go back to 2. Nobody is ever telling you to go back to 1. 1 has god-awful enemy variety. Just terrible.
Yeah. I was having fun. It was, but at this point, the age is going to show for sure.
But yeah, Nioh 3 is cool. I also got it for free, so take that into account. But my positive opinions were from before I got it for free. Very important to note. And join me tonight in 7 hours on twitch.tv/PetStaresAt and youtube.com/PetStaresAt. I will be playing past the demo into the full game until I hit the embargo stopping point.
And then there will be a soul stopping point at some point in the full game where you're like, okay, and you can put that down for a bit because that's how Nioh does it, really.
Yeah, a little bit.
But hey,
that's it for me.
Cool. The answer to Elden Ring. That's
it's Elden Ring for sicko freaks. And it really feels like sicko freak. Like just every single screen is just exploding with text and information. And I just want them to make another Stranger of Paradise like this fucking game. That'd be awesome.
Going down this alt path Souls IP and no one gives a fuck about the story or what's happening or why, and item descriptions couldn't get any further from from analyzing every little paragraph on every sword you pick up to just throw all that out. I just want a sheet of numbers.
I want to fight this motherfucker.
Yeah, you pick up
one of the things that
a stick and look at the stats on it.
Is that when I time traveled in Nioh 3, your little dude sees an army, like Takeda's army, and he goes, oh, that's weird. That's Takeda's army, but they were defeated long ago. And because I'm not a Warring States massive nerd, I didn't understand that he meant that this specific army and guy were killed long ago. I thought he meant, oh, this regional army had lost a battle in the past. And it was like a while before I realized that we had actually traveled back in time, because I don't know who any of these famous characters are.
Okay. So these games are not all just different angles of Hideyoshi, Nobunaga, and so on and so forth. And
they are a little bit.
Okay.
They are a little bit.
Okay.
Like in Nioh 2, you end up cross-sectioning parts of Nioh 1.
It's Mitsuhide. There he is.
And in this game, you're like dancing around the Nioh 1 and 2 timelines by going to different time periods.
Okay.
This is the perfect place to start the Nioh franchise.
Yes. And you're in Zipangu the whole time?
Yes, you're in Zipangu the whole time. Okay. Absolutely.
Okay.
So what I need to talk about is the dub. The dub is the best dub I've ever heard in my life. I would never change it off to Japanese. It must stay English. They're all very British. Like we got Irish, Welsh, all sorts of things. No one has been briefed on how to say even a single word in Japanese. Many of them have not been briefed on how to say words in English.
Oh, yeah.
There's a location called a crucible, and the characters pronounce it crucible. And there's a material called crucianation or something. It's fucking terrible.
Yeah. Good. Strong.
It is god awful.
Finally, some good fucking food.
Get rid of it.
Let's go.
It's so good. It's so good. Awful.
Crucianite.
Unbelievable. Crucianite. That's it. Yeah, the crucianite from the crucible to upgrade your crucible weapons. These are words said by actors. It's fucking awesome.
Okay.